from Glenorchy, and I'm going to be chairing our evening, where we have a whole series of speakers who we hope will be able to inform you, enlighten you, share their passion about this subject, and just give a much better picture, hopefully, about what's going on about the Root Burn Tunnel here in the area and the bigger pictures around it. A couple of things, because we've got to do ground rules. I think we are in the very last night of Memorial Hall as it was, so if you're freezing, I apologize. If you need to flee the building, I've just gotten off a bunch of long-haul flights, so I've got this part down. If you need to exit, the exits are ahead of you. I'm now gesturing to all of the exits down the aisle. Nothing will light up. Run for cover. And I'm sorry, no one from Air New Zealand will come and help. But anyway, the exits are to the back and to the sides. That hopefully you can find your way out, and then we won't need to worry so much. A couple other things, we've got some thank yous. Thank you at least for the use of the hall. Tom Tom Productions have gone above and beyond in helping us tonight by providing all of our AV, as well as some other folks. Glenorchy's Tunnel Action Committee has helped to organize this, along with Save Fiordland. So we're going to hear some wonderful speakers. How the format will work is that each speaker is going to speak for about 5 minutes. We're going to try to hold them to 5 minutes. And each on a different topic, so you'll see up here what each person is going to be sharing with you. And then at the end, we'll do a session of question and answer where, needless to say, you probably will have some questions. What I would recommend is that you might want to jot down to whom you might want to focus your question, so that when we get to the Q&A, because there are a number of speakers, you might, you've got some paper in front of you, and it might be helpful to remember that question that you had for Steve, who spoke early on, as opposed to someone later on in the schedule. And we will have time for those questions, and we'll try to answer it to the best of our ability. We are a community group. I can speak on behalf of the Glenorchy group that we were founded in January, really in response to the Department of Conservation signaling that it was going to grant permission for the building of a tunnel. And in that led to us organizing to do something about it. And that's how we began. And we're simply citizens and residents with the skills that we have and the knowledge that we have. So we're not experts at this, and we're just trying to figure things out as we go. So that's about where we are at this point, and I'm going to invite up our first speaker, who is not me, who's Steve Hewlett. And Steve is going to give us some background on the tunnel and some facts about the tunnel. So Steve.